This day needs some lucky gyms. Funnily enough, I watched the final of the World Rallycross Championship today. It was linked in Discord and I happened to come across it and I was like, okay, I didn't watch it live, but I saw the coverage of it. That was so intense. So this is Rallycross, right? The FIA World Rallycross Championship. Final round of the season. The two guys in first and second positions on the grid are fighting for the championship. Whoever wins this race out of the two of them will win the championship, and there's only 2 points between them. And it's just ridiculous. It's 6 laps, and it's all for the championship. It's just craziness.
Anti-lag on. Eyes on the lights, eyes on the prize.
Let me know if the sound needs to go up or down or whatever.
20 semi-finals, 10 finals, and it all comes down to this. It's a great start on the front row for Baccarat and Hansen. Baccarat's got a best start. Timmy Hansen moves across. He takes the lead immediately. Timmy Hansen right underneath the trainer car. Scheider trying to go around the outside. Baccarat gets the whole shot. Hansen is right up underneath him. Gronom's there too. Scheider runs deep. Going to try and get past Kevin Hansen. Drops a P4. Scheider can get him over the jump. No, he doesn't. Scheider goes backwards. Baccarat leads from Timmy Hansen. Gronom is in behind him. As it stands, Baccarat would win the World Rallycross Championship, but he's got to win this race first.
Unbelievable start by Andreas there. He knew what he had to do. He didn't crack under the pressure. He nailed it in the semi. Now he's nailed it here.
Hansen up the inside. Hansen up the inside. The hairpin backwards into the wall. Oh, Hansen spins. He's in the dirt. Kenny goes the other way. Andreas Baccarat has probably won the World Rallycross Championship in that bottom hairpin. Gronom leads. Baccarat is there. Oh,
isn't this just the most ridiculous thing ever? This is the best motorsport of all time.
Timmy's back in. Timmy races a world championship in 4 minutes 15. Scheider with a problem. Timo Scheider's pulled off to the side of the track. He's not going to get the result he wanted on his birthday. Andreas Baccarat has 4 laps to go, 3 laps to go now. He's ticking them off.
So it just changed right there, right? It's Baccarat and Timmy Hansen, T. Hansen, going for the championship. Hansen was in 5th, Baccarat in 2nd after that crash. But then Scheider has pulled off, and that changes completely. When Scheider was in front of Hansen, Baccarat was winning the championship. And now that Scheider's pulled off with an issue, Hansen is going to win the championship.
To make his dreams come true, we're watching the timing
screen to see if it's a 6-lap shootout for the entire championship. And obviously they've got the Joker lap, so the tick next to their name signifies that they've done the Joker lap. It's just unbelievable. And then here it comes down to this. If Baccarat manages to get his lap around before Gronom gets in the Joker lap, he'll win the championship. But he doesn't, he's going to finish 2nd. So at the end of it, the two guys who were fighting for the lead of the championship, look, they ended up level on points at the end of the championship. And Hansen won on countback because he had more wins. Unbelievable. And it all happened in that final race. Imagine if F1 finished like this instead of 3 races before the end. I know. The thing with Rallycross is that it's a little bit different. Oh, what a scumbag! So these are the two fighting for the championship in 1st and 2nd. Guy, like, if they finish like this, Baccarat wins the championship. But he makes a mistake and goes too wide. Here. Whereas the guy in 2nd doesn't, but then doesn't really have anywhere else to go because first place has had to slow down so much. So then they end up coming together. Leader of the championship knocks 2nd place in the championship into the wall, who then comes back out and knocks leader of the championship around and continues. But he gets going again and finishes 4th, which is enough because the 2nd place in the championship only finishes 2nd. It's enough to win the championship on countback. And it's like, what Rallycross is the best motorsport. It has to. I can't believe I haven't. I mean, I watched the first couple of seasons of the World Rallycross, and I used to watch the European Rallycross too, but I haven't really had time to watch it. That's amazing that an entire championship comes down to the very final race of the season, and it's 6-lap shootout. For reference, if you've never done the track before, I'll show you the track if I can. You're going to come along here, and then let me just skip past this. Just in case people haven't done the track, it'll make it a bit easier. So you come along there, and you're taking a right turn here. It's pretty straightforward. You go straight across here, round to the left, and then you've got your joker lap on the right. So the joker lap is to the right, the regular lap continues to the left. And then you come along over the bridge and to the left. Over the jump. Round the final corner. And then there's a lap done. So it's a rallycross event, which means there's going to be 4 laps.
Oh, what a scumbag!
The race is set to 5 laps. So when you go on to the final lap, the 5th lap, the race is actually over. So don't continue. You're only going to do 4 laps, and then you're going to pull off to the right hand side. The top 2 from each race go through to the semi-finals. So you need to finish in the top 2. So we got Horizon Jets in the lead. F125 first. Oh, you need to do a joker lap. I forgot to mention you got to do a joker lap. Shit. Everybody's got to do 1 joker lap during the race. I'm sure everyone can still hear me. We still got plenty of laps left. So joker lap first of all for Nephilia. Everybody's got to do 1 joker lap. It can be on any lap. I assumed it was implied, yeah, but... So Horizon Jets in the lead. First 3 haven't done their joker laps yet. Okay, so there goes Horizon on the joker lap. Equation doesn't take the joker lap. So Equation's now in the lead, but still has to take the joker. Looks like these two... yeah, F took the joker as well, so... Looks like it's going to be Horizon and Equation who are in the pound seats at the moment. Yeah, there he goes. So everyone's taking their joker laps. These two are significantly ahead. Just going to require no mistakes. I think there's 1 lap left after this. We need to do a proper rallycross event. So normally what would happen in a rallycross race is these are the heats. For now we're only doing 1 heat per... we're doing 1 heat and then semi-finals. Normally it would be... I think it's... Is it 4 heats? 3 or 4 heats. And then like you're based on your points as to who gets into the semi-finals. Okay, so Horizon and Equation are our first 2 qualifiers. I need the next 4 people. Good start by Why So Salty. Oh, crash straight away with the Sultan, the Sterling and the Omnis. So is anyone going to do the joker lap on the first lap? Oh, crash for Matty. He's at the back. I would do my joker now. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So we'll have to see. Matty takes his joker on the first lap, but had a crash. There he is. So he's the only one to take his joker lap so far. The other three have still got to take their jokers. Good fight for second place here between the Sterling and the Omnis. So we got Why So Salty in a commanding lead so far. Goes for his joker lap. Oh, I don't know whether I would have done that. Oh, they're all going for their joker lap on the same lap. Okay. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's really close. Look at this. Oh, around the outside. Gets the move done. Oh, but doesn't. The Omnis has got the pace down the straight. So only one of these three is going to make it to the semi-finals. They're all fighting over second place and the position in the semi-finals. Whoever wins out of those three. Looks like Why So Salty's got it down. You can just see them in the distance there. Oh, he's flipped it! He's flipped it! He had such a commanding lead! Here they come! He's managed to keep the lead, but there's only one more lap left after this. Wow. GB200 rolling. This is it. One more lap. Top two will go through to the semi-finals. Oh, it crashed out of third place, I think. Top two have stayed the top two. So it's going to be between these two over second place and the final spot. Unless he doesn't roll it again, he didn't. Sterling versus Tropos. Oh! He had the run but hit a bump wrong or something and now he's flipped it again. Oh, okay. So Why So Salty takes the win with the Real Rod in second. We all know the score now. This is Heat 3. The beauty of Rallycross is that it's just so intense. Like, it's such short races, and especially when you get to semi-finals and finals. I remember when we did the Rallycross event, it was just incredible. Look like it's Blaze into an early lead. Oh, go for a dicey overtake up the inside. Didn't get it done. The two Omnis are fighting over second place. And we see one of them peel off to take the Joker lap on the first lap. It's often a good strategy. If you're in a bit of a battle, take your Joker lap on the first lap, get out of it and get some clear air. But again, the laps and the races themselves are so short that you've really got to pump in the lap times to make it work. So Blaze is out in the lead. We've got Quincy must have had an issue because he's now dropped behind. Those were the two Omnis that were fighting. Crispy has managed to overtake by taking that Joker lap early. Again, that's exactly what I was saying. If you take your Joker lap early, you take an advantage of the clear air. And it just requires a few people to have a few issues, and you can jump them. So it's going to be down between Crispy and T. Kells as to who's going to finish second and get the final spot in the semi-finals. T. Kells still has to take his Joker, which he's doing now, so this is where it's gonna be. Blaze is walking away with it. Doesn't manage to do it, so Crispy gets ahead. Taking that Joker lap on the first lap has paid dividends. There's still one more lap to go after this, I think. But those are the three fighting over the final spot in the semi-finals. So it looks like Blaze is going to run away with the win. It's all about who's going to get that final spot in the semi-finals. Crispy's in the pound seats, but Quinchy's coming up quick. Look at this. It's pretty close between the two of them. There you go. Looks like Crispy takes it. This is heat number 4. 2 left after this, and then it's semi-finals. Oh, good start from the Omnis. Sluggish away from the Sultan, was that? English Raccoon early lead. Oh, goes wide though, hits the tyres. Oh, it's a crash between the back 3. Between all 4 of them. All 4 of them crashed. Oh, they're all crashing. They're all crashing. Everybody's crashing. Is anyone going to take the Joker? I would be taking my Joker on the first lap just to get out of the nonsense. Okay, so we got Jokers, but he's crashed in the Joker lap. Loud and Deadly and JDM taking their Jokers. These two not yet. Oh, Tropos has lost time there. So there we go. We got that. This sometimes happens in Rallycross as well, where you get the first 2 take their Joker, but the bottom 2 don't. So then it's basically just like this is a fight between. Oh, it looks like they've had it coming together. I missed that. So that's what I mean. When they take their Joker laps, 3rd place might end up in the lead. Yeah, Joker lap for Vinable, so he comes back out behind the 2 people who've taken their Jokers. So it's still pretty close. I tell you what, this could be anybody's. Because Vinable and English Raccoon weren't too far away from each other. 2nd and 3rd on the road as it is now might end up being 1st and 2nd when the Joker laps have all played out. One more. Oh, he's crashed actually. Okay, he's definitely going to come out behind. So it's the Sultan and the Tropos in the pound seats at the minute because the Omnis still has to do his Joker. And there he goes for it now. So it's going to be a straight fight as we see it on the road on the final lap. Looks like it's the Sultan and the Tropos that are leading the way. So these are the 2 that are going to get through to the semi-finals as long as they don't mess it up. 1 more lap to go. So JDM and Loud and Deadly. Two Omnis, a JB200 and a Tropos. Oh, that looked dicey. Yep, crash. So, Omnis and Tropos are in the pound seats at the moment. See what happens on the Joker. Oh, they both go for the Joker. 3 of them gone for the Joker. All of them gone for the Joker on the first lap. All right. Well, there you go then. That works. No strategy required on this one. Everybody does the Joker. Oh, that GB200 on exactly the same place as the GB200 did from earlier crashed. So there's a definite top 2 at the moment. Yeah, when Phil said earlier, first time I'm jealous of people playing on Xbox. It's just so good, Rallycross. Like, the concept works so well as well for like GTA and the short races and multiple races. Tropos takes the lead. When we did that first Rallycross event, that was on LSGP Rallycross. Was that like 2014, 2015, something like that? It made such a good video and it was such a good stream. It just took so long. That was the main problem. I think we did 3. Did we do? No, I think we did 4 heats for every single person. So it took forever to do this stage of the race because there was so many heats. If I ever did a Rallycross event again, I would send everybody off to their own separate lobbies, do their own heats, and then all come back for the semi-finals and the final. 2 laps left, I think. We're halfway through. Looks like it's going to be... Looks like the red Omnis is catching up to the orange Omnis, so it might be...
Oh, what a scumbag!
Between those two for the final spot in the semi-finals. It took so long because they all waited for you climbing up the building. Wasn't that just for the final though? Oh, red Omnis has done the overtake, but then almost lost it. Tropos gets through safely. Being close between the 2 Omnis. So, Recited in the Tropos gets the win, and Pieces Cheaper is second. Alright, 4 of us left. It's tense. It's always tense with these Rallycross races. Because it's just such a shootout. 4 laps. Oh, what a start. Take that. Alright, one person did his joker. Kind of feels weird. It looks like the 2 people who took their jokers. Feels weird after having been spectating for so long to actually be racing. So my strategy now, because I'm in the lead, is to just leave my joker until the last lap. Or until everybody else has jokered at least. There's no point in doing it anytime. Oh, is it really starting to rain? Thank you so much for the tea. Is it really starting to rain? That might be a problem. If it gets wet, my joker lap is going to be longer than the people behind. Because it's going to be in the rain, so it's probably not going to make that much of a difference, I guess. The joker would be quicker in the dry. 2 laps to go. It's too late already. It's wet already, so there's no point. If I do it now, it makes no difference. So I'll save it till the last lap. Looks like whoever's in second place behind me is doing the same. So it's going to come down to the last lap. Where are we going to, first and second, going to come out in relation to the 2 that are behind us? Yeah, I agree, Blaze. It's just a hairpin. It's going to be fine, I think. Ugh. Of course. It would be the race I'm involved in with all the difference with the weather deciding to change. Looks like we're gonna both take it. Managed to come out well in front. This was all from the start. The start is what did it. Perfect. So who was second? Master, was it? Yeah. Alright, so everybody can finish the race now. I'm going to be cheeky and go before everyone realizes what I'm doing. Land it! Yes! Beautiful! Still got the win! Oh, it was perfect. Basically, how we're going to do this is there's 2 semi-finals. The first 3 on the grid in each semi-final will be the 3 winners. 3 of the 6 winners. And then the second half of the grid will be 3 of the 6 runners-up. The 3 people who are at the back of the grid finished second in the heats to the 3 people who are starting on the first 3 positions. That's how it works. And remember, it's the same thing. There's 6 laps this time. Don't do the last lap, and you've still got to take a 1 joker lap. The top 3 go through in this race to the final. Bloody hell. So it looks like 2 people have taken their jokers. God, the GB200 is quick. When did the GB200 get so quick? Oh, he's botched it on the same corner. That's the GB200 corner. People are crushing their GB200s on that corner. Alright, we're only a third of the way through the race. All you gotta do in this race really is finish in the top 3 to get into the final. But obviously your starting position in the final will be determined by your finishing position here. Three laps down, 3 to go. Looks like there's only 2 of us who haven't jokered yet. Panic on. I'm doing it this lap. Okay, good. I wanted to be sure that I didn't need to do any sort of defending or attacking on the final lap. If I left it to the final lap, I might have left it too late, found myself behind someone and, you know, needed to do, not had enough time to try and get the position back again. So just Master in the lead, I believe, hasn't done his Joker lap yet. Final lap now. Or he has done it and he's just, you know, that quick. Oh, that was a bad corner though. Bloody hell. Oh, they're having a good fight over third place, which could be the final spot to get into the final. This lap has been horrendous, this final lap. Good job I had enough in hand. Alright. So, Why So Salty second, Master in third. Very close to Recited though. Master was a runner-up in my heat, and Recited won his heat, and they swapped positions, and they were very close. So, me, Why So Salty, and Master get to the final. Good start from second place. Horizon. Equation gets up into third place and the pound seats from starting in fifth, so that's a good start there. Got the Omnis and the Sultan fighting it over fourth. How are we going to do with the Jokers? Anybody going to do it first lap? Blaze goes for it on the first lap. So do these three, but then Loud and Deadly didn't, so that could cause issues. So we got the top three haven't jokered, the back three have. This is where it gets interesting. If you do an early joker lap, it's always tricky, because if you then catch up to people who haven't jokered and you get slowed down by them, you're going to have an issue. See, Blaze is now caught up to Loud and Deadly, who hasn't jokered yet. But Blaze might end up losing time if he's caught up. Oh, he got through. Someone just tipped it over. Alright, top two still not jokering yet. Horizon in the lead. Equation in second. Blaze in third, having jokered. Looks like everybody's done their joker now, so we got Crispy, JDM, and Loud and Deadly. So it looks like when Equation does his joker lap, Blaze is going to come out. He's going to come out behind Blaze. So the battle is between. It's between Horizon and Blaze for the win. And it's between Equation and Crispy over the final. Oh, Horizon's gone for the Joker. Oh, it's very close, but Blaze looks like he's got it. There's the top two. Equation must have gone for his Joker as well, so everyone's jokered now. So the top two are fighting over who's going to start on the front row or the second row of the grid. Oh, I forgot about going on the tube there. I should be doing that. Alright, it's between Equation and Crispy for who's going to make it to the final. Top three go through to the final. That's the battle that we're looking at now. Equation and Crispy. Who's going to make it through? Blaze and Horizon ahead. I should outlaw the use of jumping up on the tube there. Totally forgot about it. I'll have to do it in the final. Oh, he's spun it! Crispy spun it, and then Equation crashed as well, probably out of shock. Over the final spot in the final. Blaze and Horizon still neck and neck over first and second. Equation was in the pound seats at the moment for that final spot in the final. JDM still hanging in there in that Sultan. I don't know how many laps are left. Are they on their final lap now? I haven't been counting. Wait, was that a change for the lead? It is a change for the lead. Didn't see it. It must have happened around the back of the track. Horizon's got into the lead. Did Blaze make a mistake? Horizon takes the win. A shocking win on the final. Oh, and then there's an Omnis flipping in the background. Equation is going to finish in third place to get the final spot in the final. Again, 2 winners and 1 runner-up in this semi-final make it through, just like the last one. So the way that it works is going to be the 2 winners of each semi-final start on the front row. The 2 second places start second row, and the 2 third places start third row. And whoever has the better lap of the 2 pairs starts the position ahead. Now, but I'm going to have to go do that event. Ah, okay, Blaze. No worries. So who did we have? Who finished 4th in the heats? Because it's going to be whoever set the best lap out of the 2 people who finished 4th that will take Blaze's spot. Was one of them was Recited, right? Who was the other person who finished 4th? Was it JDM or Crispy? Crispy. Crispy 47.4, Recited 46.9. So Recited, you're a lucky loser. Blaze can't make it. Recited gets into the final. So Horizon has the best lap, so he's going to be starting first. I'll then be starting second. Why So Salty has a 46.8. No. Well, Why So Salty starts third by default. Equation's best lap is a 48.0. Masters is a 46.7. So Masters starts 4th. Equation starts 5th. And Recited, as the lucky loser, will start 6th. So that's quite the lap time in the GB200, that 45. Horizon's going to be starting on pole position as well, so it's going to be tough.
He's an absolute scumbag.
In fact, I'm going to be in a GB200 sandwich. I'm in 2nd place in the Omnis, and we've got a GB200 in 1st and 3rd positions. It's going to be a challenge. I don't like my odds. The GB200 seems to be the quickest around here. Alright, this is it.
What a scumbag.
This is the final. 6 laps again. Just like the semi-finals. 1 joker lap at any point during the race. For all the marbles. This is what's so good about Rallycross. You get finals, heats, semi-final, then a final, and it all comes down to this. There's 1 race. The winner takes all. was less than perfect. GB200 so quick. I feel like I needed a better start. I needed to get in front. Otherwise it's going to drive away, but we got a pack of 3 at the front. I'm in a GB200 sandwich like I said I was going to be.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Put a bit back there. The place.
Oh, what a scumbag! Oh, what a scumbag!
No! No! I knew that was the corner that I had to do it on. I knew that was the corner. I had to carry the speed. That's where I've been quicker all the way through. But it was a miscalculation. Good race! Good race! That was so much fun. GG Horizon. That was so close. That was so good how close that was all the way through. Ended up with best lap, but Horizon had a 45 in the semi-final. And Why So Salty got 3rd place. Master 4th, Equation 5th, Recited 6th. So it actually finished exactly the same order as it started. But it was so much more entertaining than a Formula 1 race that finished in exactly the same order as it started would have been. That's the beauty of Rallycross. Yeah, that was really fun because it showed the difference between the two cars. That's the Bruffy special as well. Second and best lap, of course. It wasn't going to be anything else, was it? Like, yeah, the Omnis was... The GB200 just pulled away on the bumps. But the Omnis was quicker in the longer corners. Like that corner, this corner here. I mean, you probably saw how much I was catching up on that corner and then the final corner really as well. So I knew that was the place that I needed to go for it on that last lap, but even if I'd calculated it correctly, it still would have been an ask. It's so difficult to get an overtake done when you're trying to carry more speed like that, rather than, say, being better on the brakes or out accelerating someone. So that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I feel like I did the Omnis proud. GG Horizon on the win. It was so close right to the end, going to the final lap as well. That just shows the beauty of Rallycross. I need to do that proper Rallycross event. Man, it's so good.